Welcome back. The topic today is going to be adding additional shards to a data stream. Static index settings can only be set when a backing index is created. In order to apply new static settings, we need to adjust the index template. Let's go ahead and hop over to the test deployment I created for this. You can see I'm already in DevTools. I have all of my APIs set up. I also have already created my test data stream. Let's say that I've noticed some low distribution trouble in the form of a very common issue, hotspotting, on my deployment, and I've identified my test data stream as the culprit, and I want to adjust my sharding strategy to diversify my load a little bit across the deployment. So if I run the get data stream API on my test data stream, I can see my list of indices. I can also see the related template, and you'll see that this is called my test index template. Taking a look at my index template, I can see that my current number of shards is 1. However, when looking at the actual backing index, it's showing 1 primary, 1 replica. By default, there is already 1 replica. So when I go to adjust my index template, I will not need to add a new replica because I simply want to adjust my primary shards from 1 to 2. You can see that I already have number of shards set to 2, and this will adjust my primary shards from 1 to 2. If I wanted to add an additional replica, I would adjust number of replicas. Whoops. But as that's not something I'm wanting to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and run this update. Acknowledge true. If I check my index template settings, you'll see that number of shards is now 2. In order to apply this going forward, we'll need to roll over the data stream. That's going to effectively make that change, create a new backing index with the sharding distribution that I just changed. And we should be able to see that in cat indices as soon as the rollover is done. So let's go ahead and use the rollover API against my test data stream to apply this. Okay, you're seeing acknowledge true. You'll see the old backing index as well as the new backing index. If we go up to cat indices, we'll now see that we have a new right backing index with 2 primaries and 1 replica, as well as the old backing index, which still has the original 1 primary and 1 replica. But I hope this was helpful and made a little bit more sense in how to easily do this.